Hi everyone, if you're struggling to find new and exciting dinner ideas, or maybe you're looking for a stew to add to your Christmas table, look no further. I'm sharing a unique take on the classic Sudanese mullah dama, elevated with the addition of boiled eggs. Prepare to impress yourself and your family with this super tasty stew. I start by heating some oil and fry the onions. Meanwhile, I boil some eggs. The eggs make the stew very satisfying and they offer a delicious twist to this simple stew. Once the onions start browning, I add the meat, cinnamon stick, seasoning cubes, black pepper, curry powder, coriander powder, paprika, mixed herbs and crushed ginger. Then I mix to combine. All these plus quantities used are listed in the description. I add the tomatoes, top the ingredients with water and cover this for 15 minutes. At this point, I take out the tomatoes and peel the skin off, then I blend them and add the blend into the pot. I also add tomato paste and capsicum and cook it for another 20 minutes or until the meat has softened to my liking. I adjust salt to taste, add garlic and cumin powder and let it simmer on low for 5 minutes. I add the boiled eggs into the stew at this point. Always score the eggs so that the flavor of the stew can be absorbed into the eggs. Cover the pot and allow this to simmer on the lowest heat setting for 5 more minutes. The stew is ready and it tastes amazing, and the air is filled with the aroma of the garlic and spices, completed by the sweet earthy aroma of the cumin powder. We ate this with rice, however it can also be paired with kisra, injera, bread rolls or chapati. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you try it, let us know how yours turned out in the comments. For simple recipes, tap the subscribe button and put the notifications on so you don't miss any new updates. Bye for now, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Hi friends, welcome to my kitchen. In today's video, I'm showing you how to transform simple cabbage and sausages into a vibrant and delicious meal without spices. This meal will save you time without sacrificing flavor. To make this delicious recipe, please find the ingredient list in the description and follow these simple steps. Heat some oil and start cooking the sausages. I'm using beef sausages, but feel free to use any sausage of your choice. I've tried it with chicken sausages and it was equally as good. I cook them on low heat, stirring occasionally until the sausages are cooked and all sides are golden. Doing it this way, there's less mess from splattered oil and the sausages are well cooked through. Add the onions, capsicums and tomatoes and saute them for 2 minutes. I add the cabbage and a little water and place the lid on for the steam to soften the cabbage. Please note that the stove is on the lowest heat setting, so I don't need too much water. It's just enough to allow the cabbage to steam without being caught at the bottom of the pot. After roughly 2 minutes, I mix the cabbage and add vegeta, followed by the carrots. I'm using a peeler to create these pretty ribbons. However, you can also grate the carrots. I'm happy with this amount, so I won't add more carrots because too much will make the cabbage taste sweet. Feel free to adjust the amount used according to your preferred taste. Once everything comes together, I adjust salt to taste and let it steam for 2 more minutes. I don't increase the heat or add more water. The aroma in the kitchen is so good at this point. I cut the sausages in half and add them back in, combine everything and turn the heat off. My kids enjoyed this so much. We served it with rice, but you can also serve it with asida, bread rolls or chapati. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and are going to try it. If you try it, Please let us know how yours turned out in the comments section. Kindly support my channel by liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Doing this helps my channel grow and reach a wider audience. Thanks for watching and see you all in my next one. Today I'm making mula bamia tabir, a South Sudanese beef and okra stew. The okra is cooked in a thick onion, tomato and garlic stew base. This comforting stew tastes like a warm embrace. Find the ingredients plus quantities used in the description box below and follow these simple steps. I heat some oil and fry the onions until they start browning. Then add the meat. Stir this for a minute, then add black pepper, tomato paste, ginger and coriander powder. Adding tomato paste at the very start helps get rid of the sour, tangy taste by the time the stew is ready. I stir to combine and cover the ingredients with water. I also add a cinnamon stick and vegeta, stir to combine and cook this on a medium flame for 35 to 40 minutes or until the water has reduced. Feel free to use any seasoning of your choice. Just be mindful of its salt and adjust salt to taste after adding the seasoning. The onions have broken down, forming a thick stew base, and the meat is slightly tough but almost ready. It will continue cooking and soften further in the time needed to cook the bamia. I add salt to taste, followed by cumin powder, garlic paste and the okra. I let this cook on medium to low heat for 15 to 20 minutes or until the okra is cooked. Always check the okra while cooking to prevent it from overcooking and getting mashed up. The okra is now cooked. I didn't add any more salt as it tasted great as it was. However, feel free to adjust salt and seasoning as per your desired taste. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, comment, share and subscribe. Remember to hit the notification bell so that you're alerted every time I post a new recipe. Our stew is now ready and the kitchen smells amazing. We paired it with rice, but it also goes well with kisra, gurasa, injera or bread rolls. Thanks for stopping by and see you all in my next one. Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm adding broccoli to the traditional onion and tomato based mulardama. This fusion stew maintains the authentic texture of this traditional stew while balancing the sweetness of broccoli against aromatic garlic and warm spices. All the ingredients plus quantities are listed in the description box down below, so be sure to check them out. I've prepped everything beforehand, so let's get started. I start by heating some oil and frying the onions until they start browning. I'm using lots of onions because once they break down, they will form the stew's thick base. At this point, I add the meat and cook for about 2 minutes before adding the spices and seasoning. I'm using coriander powder, curry powder, vegeta and black pepper, then stir to combine. I'm not cooking this with tomatoes. I add ginger and tomato paste and a little water and cook this on medium to low flame for 40 to 50 minutes or until the meat is cooked but still firm. During this time, I check the stew and stir occasionally and add water as needed so that the food doesn't burn. I now add cumin powder and garlic paste and cook it for 5 minutes before adding the broccoli. I add the broccoli, adjust salt to taste and let this simmer on low for 10 minutes. Please like, comment and share this video to help increase my channel's visibility. For more of my simple recipes, remember to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you're notified of my new recipe uploads. Our stew is now ready and the aroma in the kitchen is so good. I paired it with rice and it was delicious. It can also be served with bread rolls, naan, South Sudanese fried bread, chapati, kisra, or Ethiopian injera. If you try this recipe, kindly share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thanks for stopping by and bye for now. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm cooking Ethiopian beef tips. I'm showing you how I sear the beef with blistering heat along with onions and chilies, all done in under 20 minutes. This recipe is quick, easy and packed with deep flavor. All the ingredients are listed in the description below. To start, I blast a skillet with high heat to sear the beef. I add black pepper and salt and keep stirring until the water is reduced. This takes around 5 to 8 minutes. This high heat technique delivers savory beef tips in a short time. Once the water has reduced significantly, I add the onion and oil. I don't add too much oil because I'll also add Ethiopian herbed butter. The pan is too dry, so I add a little water and keep stirring. After 2 minutes, I add rosemary and jalapeno, followed by the kibe. I taste for salt and seasoning, add water and adjust salt to taste. The amount of water added is a matter of preference, so feel free to adjust it to your liking. Our beef tips is now ready and the aroma in the kitchen is so good. I served it with injera and it was delicious. I hope you try this recipe and love it as much as we do. If you like this video, kindly show your support to this channel by hyping this video, liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. This is it from me today. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Hi friends, welcome back to asedoskitchen. In today's video, I'm combining starchy potatoes, carrots and peas with perfectly cooked beef to form a comforting stew. This velvety South Sudanese stew is tied together by warm aromatic spices. Please find the ingredients in the description below and follow these simple steps. I start by heating some oil and fry the onions until they turn golden brown. I add the meat and stir for a minute or two before adding a little water. I'm using meat with bones as it gives the stew a rich flavor profile. I add ginger, coriander powder, curry powder, mixed herbs, tomato paste, vegeta, and black pepper. I mix to combine, add a cinnamon stick and a little more water. I cook this on a medium to low flame for 40 to 45 minutes or until the meat is about 80% cooked. At this point, the onions are fully broken down and the meat is almost cooked. This is what forms our thick stew base. I mash the onions, add salt, followed by the vegetables, garlic, and cumin powder. I top this up with water, mix to combine and let this come to a boil before cooking it on a medium to low flame for 10 minutes. I now add peas and a bit more seasoning and cook it for 5 to 10 minutes or until the potatoes are cooked. The time needed depends on the size of the potatoes. The potatoes are now cooked. They're soft but still firm. I check for salt and seasoning and adjust salt to taste. Then I give it 2 minutes to blend in and turn the heat off. Our stew is now ready. It's delicious and the aroma in the kitchen is so good. This can be served with rice, bread rolls, kisra, injera or chapati. From African flavors to everyday comfort food, I keep cooking easy, flavorful and stress-free. So if you're interested in simple recipes anyone can make, consider subscribing. Remember to tap the notification bell to be alerted anytime I post a new recipe. Thanks for stopping by and see you all in my next video. Today I'm cooking authentic Sudanese style kidney stew. This stew is as nutritious as it is flavorful. Learn how I layer warm spices, seasonings, and vibrant aromatics into this stew to create this traditional melt-in-your-mouth delicacy. Don't overcook your kidney. Watch to the end to master the art of precise heat control to avoid the much-dreaded rubbery kidney. Check out the description below for the full ingredient list plus quantities as we get right into the process. I cleaned the kidney and prepped all the ingredients, but left one kidney to show you how I prepare it. I split it in half and removed the fat and tough connective tissue before dicing it. I heat some oil and sauté the onions until they are translucent. I add the tomatoes and continue sautéing for 2 minutes before adding the kidney. I now add garlic powder, paprika, coriander powder, black pepper, and crushed ginger. The spice combination may not be strictly traditional, however, this is the traditional cooking technique I was taught growing up. I also add vegeta followed by the capsicums and cook it on medium for 5 minutes. Avoid high heat to prevent overcooking the kidney. At this point, I add cumin powder, adjust salt to taste and let it simmer on low for 5 minutes. Low heat allows the flavors to blend in well without overcooking the kidney. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Our stew is now ready. It's delicious and the kitchen is filled with the warm and earthy aroma of cumin powder, which is the typical way to complete most Sudanese and South Sudanese stews. This pairs well with kisra, rice, chapati, or bread rolls. However, this time I served it with cubed potato chips and served leftovers with rice the following day. I hope you try this recipe and love it as much as we do. If you're interested in simple recipes, subscribe to my channel and remember to hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks for stopping by and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Imagine a stew so rich and deeply flavorful, it transports you straight to the heart of South Sudan. Join me as I prepare mullah sharmout, or tegelia, a warm and aromatic Sudanese dry meat okra stew. Try this recipe and enjoy the warmth of this traditional comfort dish and savor it one bite at a time. Find the ingredients in the description below. I start by adding grated onions to a heated pot. I stir this until the moisture is drawn out of the onions, then add oil. I continue stirring until the onions achieve a golden color. At this point, I add the tomatoes, which I also grated, and stir for 2 minutes before adding a teaspoon of tomato paste. Once well blended, I add roughly 1 cup of water, ginger, black pepper, coriander powder, cinnamon stick, and chicken stock cubes. I cook this covered for 15 minutes on medium to low heat. I now add the pounded dry meat and garlic. I used 5 tablespoons of the dry meat, however, feel free to adjust the amount according to your liking. The meat soaks up all the moisture, so I add roughly a cup of water and cumin powder and cook this for 5 minutes. I now add the dry okra powder in little increments, stirring it well until it blends in with no lumps left. I adjust the water level according to my preferred thickness. At this point, I adjust salt to taste and let this cook for 5 minutes on low to allow everything to blend in well. The kitchen is filled with the aromatic smell of garlic and fragrant spices. For simple Sudanese and South Sudanese recipes, consider subscribing to my channel. Remember to tap the notification bell to be alerted whenever I post a new video. Our mla sharmut is now ready to serve. It's best served with asida, kisra, gurasa or esh beledi, which is a traditional Sudanese bread. If you'd love to see how to make gurasa, let me know in the comments and I'll post a tutorial. Please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below and share it with your friends and family. This is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and see you all in my next one. Imagine the aroma of juicy seared lamb smothered in aromatic ginger, garlic, spices and seasoning, completed by the addition of fresh sukuma wiki. If you're looking for a quick and easy recipe that is healthy and doesn't compromise on taste, this recipe is for you. Hello friends, welcome back to my kitchen. To make this delicious recipe, find the ingredients in the description below and follow these simple steps. I heat some oil and add the lamb. The meat released a lot of water, however, the aim was to sear the meat. I bought this from my local butcher. These tiny pieces of meat are perfect for this recipe because it doesn't take too long to cook. I add salt and black pepper to taste and mix to combine. The salt also draws out the excess moisture from the meat. I keep stirring and add crushed ginger and a seasoning cube. I'm using a chili beef cube, but you can use any seasoning of your choice. I also add coriander powder and garlic powder and continue stirring until the water is reduced. At this point, I add the onions and tomatoes, followed by roughly half a cup of water. I mix to combine and cook this on high for 5 to 8 minutes or until the water has significantly reduced. I now add the sukuma and cover it for 2 minutes or until the sukuma has wilted down. I mix to combine, adjust salt to taste and cook it for 2 to 3 more minutes. Our sukuma wiki is now ready and the aroma in the kitchen is so good. I served it with white rice, but it also goes well with ugali. It was super delicious and not as spicy as I thought it would be. If you enjoy this, please like, comment and share this video. And for more of my simple recipes, remember to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching and bye for now. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll walk you through preparing a delicious Sudanese and South Sudanese meal. Get ready to discover Sudanese kebab or gima, a rich, hearty, and flavorful dish passed down through generations. This isn't just a recipe, it's a journey into the heart of Sudanese comfort food. This dish could grace your dining tables during the festive season, making it a favorite addition to your Christmas lunch spread. The ingredients are listed in the description below, so we'll jump right in. I fry the onions until they turn golden brown, then add the meat. I'm using boneless diced beef, however, you can also use goat or lamb meat. I brown the meat for a few minutes and add the cinnamon stick, chicken cubes and vegeta seasoning, followed by black pepper and a bay leaf. I continue browning the meat, add a tablespoon of coriander powder, tomatoes, ginger paste and tomato paste. I almost forget to add curry powder. Curry powder is not typically used in Sudanese and South Sudanese cooking, but I like to use it sometimes. I add a little water and cook this covered for 35 to 40 minutes or until the meat is cooked. I heat some oil and fry the potatoes in batches. Don't overcrowd the pan, otherwise the tomatoes will get mushy. I place them on paper towels to absorb any excess oil and repeat this until all the potatoes are done. I check the meat and it's not ready yet, so I let it cook for a bit longer. Once the potatoes are done, I fry the carrots and place them on paper towels. The meat is now cooked. I discard the bay leaf and add the capsicum and peas. I'm using frozen peas, but you can also use fresh peas. I add cumin powder and garlic paste and allow this to cook on low for 10 minutes. I now adjust salt to taste and add the potatoes and carrots and mix to combine. Mix this gently so that the vegetables don't get mashed up. Our kebab is ready and the aroma at this point is so good and it tastes delicious. This can be served by itself or paired with rice, kisra or bread rolls. We had it with rice and it was so yummy, with each bite filled with so much flavor. If you try this recipe, let us know how you go in the comments section. For more of my simple recipes, remember to subscribe to my channel. If you like this recipe, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Greetings everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For all my first-time viewers, you're most welcome to our family. Today I'm making a simple meal without spending hours in the kitchen. I'm cooking beef stir-fry. Please find the ingredient list in the description box. With everything prepped in advance, cooking gets done quickly. To start, I heat some olive oil and add the beef. I stir this and add salt and black pepper. Then I continue stirring until the beef is browned. I now set it aside in a clean plate. In the same pan, I add the onions and capsicums and add a little oil as needed and saute these. I prefer using red onions for this recipe. However, brown or white onions can work too. I don't want to add too much oil, so I add a little water and let this simmer on low for 2 minutes. I add garlic powder, paprika and garam masala, followed by the meat and a tiny bit of water. Feel free to skip the garlic powder if preferred, because I will also add some crushed garlic. I mix to combine and add vegeta and garlic. At this point, I add plain flour slurry, turn the heat down to the lowest heat setting and let it simmer for 5 minutes. Our beef stir fry is now ready. It can be paired with rice, chapati, bread rolls or wraps. We had it with rice and it was so delicious. I hope you try this recipe and enjoy it. If you do, kindly share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Please show your support by subscribing and clicking the notification bell to be notified whenever I put up a new recipe. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For new viewers, welcome to our family. In this video, I'm cooking a simple beef and green bean stew. This recipe is inspired by both Egyptian and Lebanese green beans recipes. The ingredients plus quantities are listed in the description below, so be sure to check it out. I start by adding the meat into a large pot topped with water. I add a bay leaf, vegeta, onions, tomatoes, oil, coriander powder, black pepper, ginger and tomato paste. All the quantities are as shown on screen and the full ingredient list is in the description. I mix to combine and bring it to a boil on high. Then I reduce the heat to medium and cook it for 40 to 45 minutes or until the meat is cooked but still firm. At this point, I discard the bay leaf and add cumin powder, garlic, the green beans and water. I mix to combine and add a little salt and cook this on medium for 15 to 20 minutes. Adjust the cooking time according to how you like your green beans. The kitchen smells amazing. The green beans are cooked to my liking and the stew tastes great, so I don't add more salt. However, feel free to adjust salt and seasoning to taste as needed. I served it with rice, but it also goes well with bread rolls, chapati, kisra or injera. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more recipes and share. If you try this recipe or have a different way of cooking green beans, kindly share your thoughts or how you make yours in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by and see you all in my next video. Come along with me as I prepare dinner for my family. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. For all my returning viewers, welcome back and thanks for always stopping by. Tonight's dinner is a delightful culinary fusion. I'm cooking Kenyan chapatis paired with a heartwarming Sudanese and South Sudanese lentil and spinach stew. These dishes complement each other beautifully, offering a truly comforting meal. I already prepared the dough beforehand, so I'll begin with the chapati. The quickest way to cook chapatis, especially when making small quantities, is to roll them all before cooking. If you'd like a detailed step-by-step recipe, please check out the description box or click on the video linked above. I'm done rolling the chapatis, so I start cooking them as you can see here. Allow me to take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to all my subscribers for the continued love and support you've shown me over the years. This channel has made it this far because of all your support. Our chapatis are now cooked. For the stew, I start by frying the onions until they turn golden brown, then I add in the meat. I'm using beef for this recipe, however, feel free to use lamb or goat as preferred. I continue stirring this for 2 minutes, then add black pepper, coriander powder, vegeta, chicken stock cube and cinnamon stick. I stir to combine and cook this covered for 2 minutes without adding water. This allows the meat to absorb all those beautiful flavors. At this point, I add ginger and tomatoes mixed to combine. Top this up with water and cook this for 30 minutes on a medium to low flame. If you've been looking for purslane to make mullah rijla and have had no luck finding it, this recipe is for you. I now add tomato paste and lentils and cook this for 15 minutes before adding the spinach. I allow it to boil on high heat, then reduce to the lowest heat setting for the rest of this time. I add the spinach, garlic and cumin powder. Traditionally, this recipe is made using purslane instead of spinach. However, since purslane is hard to find, spinach or silver beet are great alternatives. I mix to combine and let this simmer on low for 10 minutes. I now adjust salt to taste and allow it to simmer on low for a minute to allow the salt time to blend in. Our stew is now ready and the aroma in the kitchen is so good. We had it with chapati, but it also goes well with kisra, injera, rice or bread rolls. If you're looking for unique and nourishing recipes that truly satisfy, try this Sudanese comfort dish. If you like this channel and would like to do more to support it, please use the new hype feature to hype this video. Consider subscribing for more simple recipes and I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Hi friends, welcome and welcome back to my kitchen. In this video, I'm transforming beef liver into delicious Sudanese kebda. The liver is cooked in a fragrant base of sauteed onions and tomatoes, garlic, ginger and tomato paste, balanced in bold spices. Find the ingredients down in the description and join me as I show you how to make this delicious Sudanese style liver. I heat some oil and add the onions. Once they start browning, I add the tomatoes and saute them for a minute or two. I add about a quarter cup of water and cook this for 3 minutes or until the tomatoes soften. I add ginger, garlic and tomato paste, stir to combine and cook it for 5 more minutes. I now add the liver followed by the spices and vegeta. I'm using garam masala, turmeric powder, garlic powder and paprika. All the quantities can be found in the description box below, so please check it out. I stir to combine and add black pepper to taste. I let this simmer on low for 2 to 3 minutes to absorb the flavors and ensure that every bite is rich, aromatic and soft without overcooking the liver. Overcooked liver tends to get tough. Though this is a Sudanese liver recipe, the spice combination is not typically found in Sudanese and South Sudanese cuisine. I adjust salt to taste and let it cook for a minute, then I turn the heat off. The aroma in the kitchen is so good and it tastes delicious. Our liver stew is now ready to serve. Please support my channel by liking, commenting and sharing this video. And if you try this recipe, please let us know how you go in the comments below. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Hi guys, welcome to Asedo's Kitchen. Imagine the taste of a delicious and deeply satisfying beef and spinach stew with a creamy and nutty richness. In this video, I'll be showing you how I make this savory South Sudanese stew. The ingredients for this recipe are beef, onions, spinach, olive oil, ginger, garlic, tomato paste, peanut butter, coriander powder, cumin powder, salt and black pepper. All the quantities used can be found in the description box below. I start by heating some oil and sauteing the onions until they're translucent. I add the beef, vegeta, coriander powder and black pepper. I stir this for 3 minutes, then I add ginger and continue stirring for another minute. I now add tomato paste and roughly 2 cups of water. I bring this to a boil, then reduce the heat and allow the meat to simmer on low for 35 to 40 minutes. Check the stew regularly and add water in little increments as needed. The meat is now cooked but still firm. The water has reduced and the onions have broken down, forming a thick stew base. I add cumin powder and garlic, stir to combine and go in with the spinach. I'm using frozen spinach, but you can also use fresh spinach or silver beet. I cook this on medium for 5 minutes. Then I add peanut butter, stir to combine and simmer on the lowest heat setting for 10 minutes. On this channel, we prepare simple meals with the simplest of ingredients. So if this is something of interest to you, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell to be alerted every time I put up a new video. I now adjust salt to taste, allow a minute or 2 for it to blend in and turn the heat off. Our stew is now ready and the aroma in the kitchen is so good. We served this with rice, but it also pairs well with kisra, asida or Ethiopian injera. If you enjoyed this recipe, kindly give this video a big thumbs up, engage in the comments below and share. Thanks for stopping by and see you all in my next video.